Hi everyone, it's me again. One of the conversations we had was the golden triangle: men, their mothers, and their wives. So, and it was a conversation between Sonny and I where we talked about, men and their relationships with their mothers, right? And it was an interesting conversation. It was so eye-opening. And I learned so much, right? Just about how men feel about their mothers, how they feel about their partners, and that whole push and pull effect in that relationship. And there are quite a few nuggets that came out of that conversation, both on camera and off camera. And I want to kind of summarize that very quickly for us in terms of some of the learnings, and just say what are some of the things we want to walk away with. So for the mothers, we can safely assume that every mother loves her son. I mean, and you want the best for your son, and we can take that to the bank. It's also safe to say that no mother sets out to be disruptive, considering all the love and the time and money that you invest in raising a son. That's really a priority relationship for you. But like Sonny says, mothers need to always remember that you raised your son right, and you need to be proud of the son that you raised. And so that's one thing that every mother needs to remember. And every mother needs to remember that that little boy grows up, right? And he becomes a man. And as a mother, you need to understand that in his manhood, you need to respect that. And also he talks about your son loves you unconditionally. And I think that it's something that as humans, we keep testing the love our kids have for us. So every now and again, you want to test it and say, does my child love me more than they love their partner? But the reality is that your son loves you unconditionally. So don't test it. And that would be something that I want to share with a lot of mothers, because doing that puts your son in a very difficult position. And to partners and to wives, I think that you need to respect the fact that that mother is day one, and she's been there. And it's not your place to try and drive a wedge between that relationship. And you need to understand that that relationship is a sacred relationship. And you need to do everything that's possible to preserve that relationship and the sanctity of that relationship. And it's a very different relationship from your relationship with your partner. And once you recognize that you are not in competition with that relationship, that mindset is a world of difference, right? And to sons, you are the bridge, right? You set the boundaries. And once you set the boundaries of this is the boundary of this relationship, and that's the boundary of the relationship with my mom and my partner, everything clarifies. You are the clarifying factor in both relationships. And I think that that's really important, because that helps everybody in that triangle feel confident, feel safe, feel seen, and feel like they do not have to compete for your affection. And so share your thoughts, share your points of view, but this is just food for thought. Like I keep saying, I don't know it all. This is just points of views that I'm sharing. And it's been fun talking to you about this. Thank you.